Good morning and happy Thursday. I'm meteorologist Caitlin Lohr with a quick look of your forecast. We have been on the foggy and cloudy side this morning. That fog will lift higher up into the sky, adding to the cloud coverage out there. Unlike yesterday, we are anticipating a little bit of sunshine today. Now, not saying that those clouds are going to fully break apart. We're unfortunately not looking at that, but some pockets of sunshine are anticipated. And the good news about that is any sunshine we get will help us to reach a high of about 54 degrees by this afternoon. However, the other side of this is if those clouds do not break apart, we may continue to hover in the low 50s instead. So cross your fingers, cross your toes, because any little bit of sunshine will help, especially get us up into those mid 50s like we are anticipating. So like I said, we are anticipating some pockets of sunshine, but that is what could happen if we don't see that sunshine is we'll hover in the low 50s instead of the mid 50s, which all around will still be a great afternoon. Tonight, though, those showers are going to start moving in around midnight to beyond midnight as temperatures drop to low 45 degrees by tomorrow morning. With temperatures hovering in the mid 40s overnight, we do not have to worry about the chance of any rain and snow mixing or freezing drizzle or anything like that. The good news is we are looking at just straight rain. Now, the downside is that we are still looking at a small severe risk for tomorrow. Most of the area from south central to southeastern Minnesota and north central to northeastern Iowa is sitting under the lowest threat, which is a low risk. Where you see the orange there, closer to south central and east central Iowa, is that medium risk, and that is where your threats for severe weather become a little bit more, potent, a little bit stronger. You might have a few more strong to severe storms in those areas than what we could see up here. However, that being said, what we could see up here are a couple of strong to severe storms that bring us some damaging winds and or gusts. Some large hail is possible, and the threat of a tornado is very, very, very low. We're not entirely too concerned about tornado production up here. However, the threat of a tornado or two does increase the farther south you head into the heart of the risk for tomorrow. And with that being not too far from home here, we cannot rule out the chance of an isolated tornado developing. So again, our main concerns are those damaging winds and large hail possible. We're not too entirely concerned about tornadoes up in our area tomorrow, but with them in the forecast farther south where the stronger storms could be, there is tornado potential. So again, we cannot 100% rule out the chance of an isolated tornado developing up here. So one more time, main threats, damaging winds, large hail possible. The threat of a tornado is very, very low. It just cannot be entirely ruled out of the forecast. So taking a look at the futurecast for tonight, we've got those light spotty showers moving in around midnight to about 3 a.m. They're going to become more scattered to widespread by about 7 a.m. and we'll start to see some thunderstorms develop in the area through tomorrow morning into the early afternoon hours, and that's kind of when we'll be watching for a stray strong to severe storm in the area. Again, we're not expecting a whole lot of severe weather or a whole lot of strong storms in general. It's going to be 1 to maybe 3 at most, kind of what we're looking at in our area based off of the forecast for today. Of course, as always, be sure to keep tuning in throughout today and tomorrow morning to see if any of those details changes, but as of right now we're only looking at maybe an isolated strong to severe storm or two in the area. As we go into tomorrow afternoon, widespread showers will kind of reduce, becoming more scattered and spotty around the area. A cold front will move through tomorrow evening, and that's going to bring us some colder temperatures as well as a potential drop or transition I should say, from rain to a rain-snow mix to some light snow possible as we go into early Saturday morning. Now that snow is expected to wrap up by about 7 a.m. or earlier Saturday morning, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about the impacts of that snow. Some of us could see a dusting of snow. However, the main concern is how much rain we could see because we do have quite a bit of rain on the way. Most of us are looking at about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch, but as you can see, the more west you head, the lighter those totals are going to get, with the western portion of the area looking at ranging between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch. Here in Mankato, we're going to range between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch, and the more east and southeast you head, the more you're going to get into ranging between 3/4 inch and 1 inch of rain. So much needed rain on the way. We absolutely love seeing this amount of rain come our way, but it could lead to some areas of standing water like puddles and things like that, as the ground is still a little on the frozen side deeper down. So just something to keep your mind on as you make your way into this weekend. Be mindful for some of that potential standing water. That's a look at your forecast. As always, you can get more details coming up on KUIC News Now tonight at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. Those details will include more details on the upcoming rain and potential thunderstorm chances with meteorologist Daniel Sawicki and Chief Meteorologist Sean Cable.